Hello everyone and welcome to another new painting tutorial. Today I'm going to paint something different than usual. It is a Warhammer Mini, the Chaos Lord, with jetpack. This is the first time I have ever painted or touched a Warhammer Mini. For this reason I decided that it's better to give away this to you. At the end of the video you can find details on how you can participate so as to win this Mini. I started to remove the parts from the mold. Games Workshop prouds that this Mini comes in fine cast. This should provide to the Mini many details. I can say that I saw the details, but I also saw a lot of flaws. Flaws like this, or like these, which are mainly bubble flaws. The most annoying thing was that this flaws was at the middle of the parts that you can clearly see. I really spending hours trying to fix it with green stuff, and there is no way someone can call it fine cast. After hours trying to cover the flaws, with the knife I removed the mold lines, and with the file I made them smoother. After removing the mold lines from the jetpack, I drilled holes to the exhausts. With a piece of wire, I drilled holes in the Mini and pinned them. Let's go to the painting process. I base coated all the Mini and the parts with black primer. Today I'm going to show you the pre-shading technique. With this technique we first highlight the Mini and then we paint them with a basic color. We mostly applied this technique to the basic colors, red, yellow and blue, colors that we cannot easily highlight them. We built our highlights with German grey and then with barley grey. Now with white we will make the shinier highlights, mostly at the edges. When pre-shading is over, we paint all the Mini with fire red. So, as you can see, we instant have highlights and shadows. At this point I have to inform you that I have no idea on Warhammer painting, game or miniatures. I didn't follow some color pattern, but I painted the way I like it. So if you find colors that do not match to the original, just ignore it. To create a heat sense, I painted the exhaust with white. Then I painted with gold yellow. With liquid gold I painted almost all the metal parts. Here you have to have some patience, because it is very time-consuming process. Keep in mind that the liquid gold is an alcohol-based color. So don't use your nice brushes, but use synthetic ones. With gunmetal I painted all the chains and the metal claws. I applied straight from a bottle sepia shade to the gold parts. This will create more reasonable shadows than the black. I created the illusion of the highlight to the gold parts with steel paint. With black I painted the connections between the elbows and between the knees, and also the hoses that goes to the head and the jetpack. With cold grey I dry brushed the black parts. Because of small camera problems, you will only see how I highlighted the blue cable. I base coated it with deep blue and then I highlighted with sky blue. The next cable that you can see, I base coated with Russian green and then I highlighted with Scorpio green. I left one cable red as it is and I painted the next with ochre, then I highlighted with deep yellow. Now let's go to the face. I started by base coating the face with elf skin tone. Then with white I'm trying to create an eyeball. If we are lucky with black, we will create the eye. As you can see, with great success we created an cross-eyed man. As you can easily understand, we are going to repaint it. I tried 5 to 6 times and I ended to a result like this. When the eyes were finished, I highlighted the face. I start by using elf skin tone and adding more and more elfic flesh. Again a small camera problem, and the thing that you lost is that I painted black the mouth. With glaze medium and royal purple at a mix 2:1, I created a thin purple film. After applying this for about 3 times, you will see the nice results. I base coated the skulls with leather brown. Then with bone white I dry brushed them. I also dry brushed the teeth. I washed them with brown ink straight from the bottle. I painted the blades with gunmetal, then I highlighted them with aluminium. And because I like it better, I painted the edges with light orange. Finally, with fire red, I painted the edges. The next stage is the oil wash process. At this point all have many questions, so I'm going to show you a way on how can all have the same oil wash. We start by diluting the paint about 2 to 3 times. Then make the paper towel test. If the results that you take is the same as you can see at this video, then we have the same oil wash consistency. Now that we have created that nice oil wash, we apply it with a small brush at the minute. After about 30 minutes and according to the weather, the oil wash must be dried. Now with a Q-tip we can remove the excess oil wash. At almost any time we can save our paint job by applying varnish. Especially after oil washes we have to seal the mini with varnish. Apply varnish at thin coats. There's a thing that I forgotten to paint. All the fingers has blades and his thumb too. And according to the blades, I painted with light orange and then with fire red. Keep in mind that when we use oil washes, our colors getting darker. This means that we have to retouch the highlights later. Here, with steel paint, I retouch the highlights of the gold and the highlights of the chain. Last stage, the base. As far as I'm concerned, Warhammer 40k Miniatures has as theme destroying towns, concrete, metal parts, dirt and a lot of mud. This gave me the idea to use some basic material that I had a lot of time and I have never used it before. One of these is these beautiful bricks that I glued with super glue. Then with Vallejo pumice paste I filled all the gaps. Nice and easy way to create mud and soil. Keep in mind that this paste will dry at the surface at about 1 hour, but totally will dry at about 24 hours. When all parts were dry, we apply black primer. With Hull Red, I base coated the bricks. Then I highlighted them with Scarlet Red. I painted the rest of the base with medium camel brown. I dilute some iron pigment and some burnt umber pigment with water. Then I applied them to the whole base. With this way I can remove the excess pigment with a dry brush. If I dilute the pigments with alcohol, they will fix them in place when it's dried. With a brush we remove the excess pigment and we seal the base with varnish. And we go straight to the ensemble.
Whoa! 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 Hey, put me down! Put me down! No, easy, 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 easy. Great. Now, where is my base? Oh, come on. Why every single time? Someone coming. Hey, Ellisman.
Yes?
Aren't you a wizard?
No, I'm a sorcerer.
Whatever. Can you do some magic to bring me back my base?
Maybe. Let's try.
Wololo, wololo, wololo. Nice try.
My magic is supposed to kill goblins, not bring you back objects. Let's try again.
Wololo, wololo, wololo. Better. Thanks, man. I remember you when I'm leading my legion to win.
Yeah, right.
Renfield, bring me my jetpack.
Yes, boss. Coming, boss. Now I'm going to bring you your fingers, boss.
Blades.
Whatever.
Much better. What is this? Yeah, that's the camera. They came to photo me. Let's go to the photos.
As I have already said at the start of this video, this is the first time I have ever had a Warhammer miniature or Warhammer 40k mini. I can't really say that I am very fond of them, so I decided to give away this to you. Everyone can participate, and the only thing you have to do is to subscribe to my channel. At 2nd of August 2014, I will make a draw by myself. This will show a winner that I will send to him or her this mini totally free of charge. So, if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you are already subscribed, then be patient. That's all for today. See you again at August, and thanks for watching. Bye!